been talking about ADHD in girls, young people, and I think the key messages are, although it's becoming increasingly known as something that does happen and awareness is improving, that there's still quite a lot of way to go, and that it's good for people to be aware that ADHD in girls does exist, and there are some differences in presentation, so more likely to be inattentive, less likely to be hyperactive and impulsive, and to have behavioural issues which can make it difficult to actually identify what's going on, and that girls with ADHD frequently have other things going on at the same times, and for the most part that may be anxiety, mood and learning issues. It's important to get an assessment from somebody who kind of knows what they're doing, to hopefully make sense of what can look like quite a confusing situation, and to think about how to prioritise supports and things. But that needs to be done in a way that kind of makes sense to the young person and the family. And if it doesn't make sense, it's good to ask some questions about that. And there's some trial and error with treatment you were talking about, Lydia. The first treatment isn't always the right thing, and sometimes you can even go back to something that wasn't very good at the start, and second time round, after something else has happened, it can be helpful. And that in addition to medicines, there are some other strategies and lifestyle changes and sources of information that can be really helpful that we've talked about. But medication does seem to be an important part for many people, particularly if they have moderate to severe symptoms, and can be very effective. So I hope the video has been helpful for people, and no doubt we'll get people posting some comments, and we might have to reconvene if there are some additional questions that we haven't done very well, or that need a bit more work, or that we haven't thought of yet. Yeah. Any thoughts?
I think as a parent, the takeaway for me is that it is a journey, and something might work for now, doesn't mean it's going to work forever, and it's a real holistic journey in terms of treatment and management. Just medicating isn't going to solve everything. It's not a magic pill, and there's got to be a lot of extra sort of thought process and work behind it, and probably mental health stuff as well, and knowing that that's going to be a key part of it. For girls with ADHD, for sure.
Lydia, any kind of last thoughts?
I'm not sure. Well, the teacher thing is really big, because most teachers don't really understand, and I think that it's really good for them to learn more about ADHD and anything neurodiverse. Just they need to pick up more on that, because it affects us neurodiverse when they don't understand how to help us.
Yeah, young people spend 15,000 hours in school. Yeah, it's a lot of time over their school career. So teachers have a massive impact, don't they?
Yeah.
And can make a real difference. Life being good or life being not so good. So you'd be advocating for some more education for teachers from good sources.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think it should be part of the teacher thing, whatever they do, education before they even become a teacher, and they should actually know what they're doing.
And with this, we have got a little segment on the Listening to Families website around information for teachers on ADHD, although there's probably some other things that need to be covered off with that.
Yeah.
But that might be a good place to start as well.
Yeah.